Hello students, welcome to my channel Sanket Purohit from Sanket Group of Coaching. Now today we are going to see your Behave book from English chapter number 9, The Bond of Love. Now let us straight away begin with our explanation, chapter reading and explanation. So first paragraph, the entire paragraph I will read out and then we'll explain you. I will begin with Bruno, my wife's pet sloth bear. I got him for her by accident. 2 years ago, we were passing through the sugarcane fields near Mysore. People were driving away the wild pigs from the fields by shooting at them. Some were shot and some escaped. We thought that everything was over when suddenly a black sloth bear coming out panting in the hot sun. Now, what do you mean by word panting? Panting is nothing but taking short or you can say quick breaths. So, what does the narrator wants to say is the narrator's wife got a pet sloth bear as a pet due to an accident. 2 years before the time when this story was written, the narrator and his friends were passing through a sugarcane fields near Mysore. Farmers were driving out pigs from their fields by shooting at them. As it was apparently over, suddenly a sloth bear appeared from the fields. It was breathing heavily due to running and excessive heat. Next paragraph. Now I will not shoot a sloth bear venantly, but unfortunately for the poor beast, one of my companions did not feel that way about it and promptly shot the bear on the spot. Venantly means for no good reason. So the narrator says that he would never shoot at a bear without any reason, but one of his companion did, and the bear was shot dead. Next. As we watched the fallen animal, we were surprised to see that the black fur on its back moved and left the prostrate body. Then when we saw it was a baby bear that had been riding on its mother's back when the sudden shot had killed her. The little creature ran around and its prostrate parent making a pitiful noise. Now, what do you mean by prostrate? Prostrate is nothing but lying on ground facing downwards. So, what this narrator wants to say is the animal laying on the ground, but a part of its furry black body moved. It was baby bear that had been lying on her mother's back. Now, that the mother's bear was dead, the baby got up and ran around the mother's body crying. Next paragraph. I ran up to it to attempt a capture. It scooted into sugarcane field. Following it with my companions, I was at last able to grab it by the scruff of its neck while it snapped and tried to scratch me with long hooked claws. Now scooted means ran away. Scruff of the neck means take hold of the back of the neck or collar suddenly and roughly. So what does narrator say? Narrator tried to catch the baby bear. The bear escaped into sugarcane field. The group chased it and finally the narrator caught hold of it from the back of its neck. The bear tried to scratch them with its hook-shaped claws. Claws means nothing but nakhun. Next, we put it into one of the gunny bags we had brought, and when I got back to Bangalore, I duly presented it to my wife. She was delighted. She at once put a colored ribbon around its neck, and after discovering the cub was a boy, she christened it Bruno. Christened का मतलब होता है named it. So the group stuffed the bear in gunny bag and took it to the Bangalore. Presently, Bangalore is known as Bengaluru. The narrator gifted the bear cub to his wife. She was happy to have it, tied a colored ribbon around its neck, and as it was a male cub, she named it Bruno. उनका नाम रखा गया था Bruno. Next paragraph. Bruno soon took to drinking milk from bottle. It was but a step further, and within a very few days he started eating and drinking everything else. And everything is the right word, for he ate porridge made from any ingredients: vegetables, fruits, nuts, meat, especially pork, curry and rice, regardless of condiments and chilies, breads, eggs, chocolates, sweets, pudding, ice cream, etc., etc., etc. As for drink, milk, tea, coffee, lime juice, aerated water, buttermilk, beer, alcoholic liquor, and in fact anything liquid. It all went down with relish. Now, condiments means spices, and relish means great enjoyment. So, the bear drank milk from a bottle. After a few days, it started drinking and eating many things, everything and anything. The bear enjoyed eating and drinking. The bear become very attached. So, next paragraph. The bear became very attached to our two Alsatian dogs and to all the children of tenants living in our bungalow. He was left quite free in his younger days and spent his time in playing, running into the kitchen and going to sleep in our bed. So क्या हुआ? It becomes friendly with narrators Alsatian dogs also with the tenants children. Tenants मतलब जो भाड़े पे रहते हैं, रेंट पे, who lived in the narrator's bungalow. As the bear was left free, it played around, ran around the house, and even slept in narrator's bed. Next. One day an accident befell him. I put down poison, that is barium carbonate, to kill the rats and mice that had got into my library. Bruno entered library as he often did, and he ate some of the poison. Paralysis set into the extent that he could not stand on his feet, but he dragged himself on his stumps to my wife, who called me. I guessed what had happened. Off I rushed in the car to Wet's residence. A case of poisoning, tame beer, barium carbonate, what to do? Now, very important. Accidentally, एक दिन क्या हुआ? Bruno drank the poison kept in the library to kill rats. He was paralyzed, fully paralyzed हो गया and could not stand on its feet. As it reached the narrator's wife, she called him and realized what had happened. He took Bruno to veterinary doctor, मतलब जो animals के doctor होते हैं वो. Next passage, or you can say paragraph. Out come his medical books and feverish reference to index begin. What poison did you say, sir? Yes, barium salts. Barium carbonates. Symptoms: paralysis. Treatment: injections of. Oh, just a minute, sir. I will bring a syringe and the medicine. A dash back to the car. Bruno still pondering about on his stumps, but clearly weakening rapidly. Some vomiting, heavy breathing with heavy flanks and gaping mouth. Now, certain difficult words I will explain you. Floundering means struggling to move. Having means taking deep breath. Huh? Then flanks का मतलब होता है the side of the body between the ribs and the hips, and gaping, that is wide open. So doctor took out his medical books and searched the index for poisoning by barium carbonate. He took out the syringe and the medicine. Bruno was struggling to move, vomiting, breathing heavily, and his mouth was open. Next. Hold him, everybody. In goes the hypodermic. Bruno sequels. 10 cc of antidote entered his system without a drop being wasted. 10 minutes later, condition unchanged. Another 10 cc injected. 10 minutes later, breathing less stertorous. Bruno can move his arms and legs a little, although he cannot stand yet. 30 minutes later, Bruno gets up and had a great feed. He looks at us disdainfully, as much as to say, what's barium carbonate to big black bear like me? Bruno is still eating. Now, certain difficult words. Hypodermic means a long needle used to give an injection under the skin. Then squeals का मतलब होता है चिल्लाना, scream करना. Antidote, a medicine taken or given contract a particular poison. And सॉरी, स्टिटोटॉइस जो वर्ड था उसका मतलब होता है नॉइजी, एंड डिस्डेनफुली मीन्स डिसअप्रूविंगली. सो क्या हुआ, डॉक्टर आस्क्ड एवरीवन टू होल्ड ब्रूनो. As it screamed, the medicine was injected. As the condition did not change, another injection was given. 10 minutes later, Bruno's breathing eased. It could stand after 30 minutes and ate food. It gave them such a look which showed that it had been fine all the time, and if as if nothing has happened to it. Next, another time he found nearly 1 gallon of old engine oil which I had drained from the sump of the stud baker and was keeping as a weapon against the inroads of termites. He promptly drank the lot, but it had no ill effects whatsoever. The sump का मतलब होता है the base of an internal combustion engine which serves as a reservoir of oil for the lubrication system, and Studebaker, that is nothing but an American car. तो एक दूसरे इंसिडेंट में क्या हुआ था, ब्रूनो ने पूरा इंजन ऑयल जो नैरेटर अपनी कार के लिए रखते थे वो पी लिया, और टर्माइट्स को रीड आउट करने के लिए रखते थे, बट पूरा पी लेने के बाद भी 1 गलून जितना, ठीक है, फिर भी उनको कोई असर नहीं हुई. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट, very important passage, 12th one. The months rolled on, and Bruno had grown many times the size he was when he came. He had equaled the Alsatian in heights and had even outgrown them, but was just as sweet, just as mischievous, just as playful, and he was very fond of all of us. Above all, he loved my wife, and she loved him too. She had changed his name from Bruno to Baba, a Hindustani word signifying small boy, and he could do a few tricks too. At the command Baba wrestle or Baba box, he vigorously tackled anyone who came forward for a rough and tumble. Give him a stick and say, Baba, hold gun, and he pointed the stick at you. Ask him, Baba, where is the baby? And he immediately produced and cradled affectionately the stump of wood which he had been carefully concealed in his straw bed. But because of tenant's children, poor Bruno or Baba had to kept chained most of the time. अब कंसील्ड का मतलब होता है हिडन. अब ये पूरा जो पैराग्राफ है इसका मतलब है कि जैसे जैसे डेज पास होने लगे, ब्रूनो ग्रो बिगर एंड आउटग्रो द Alsatian dogs. Still, it was sweet, naughty, and playful like before. He was fond of everyone. The narrator's wife was very attached to Bruno, and vice versa. She changed his name to Baba, which means a small boy in Hindustani language. Baba did some tricks when he was ordered Baba wrestle or Baba box. He would wrestle the person and overpower him. When command Baba hold the gun, he point a stick at the person as if he is ready to shoot him. When asked Baba where is the baby, he would take out a piece of wood and cradle it affectionately like a baby. He had a hidden piece of wood under the straw bed. As he had grown big, he was changed because he could be a threat to a tenant's children. Next, then my son and I advised my wife, and friends advised her too, to give Baba to the zoo at Mysore. He was getting too big to keep at home. After some weeks of such advice, he at last consented. Consented का मतलब agree किया. Hastily, and before she could change her mind, a letter was written to the curator of zoo. Curator मतलब जो caretaker जो होता है zoo के, उनको. Did he want a tame bear for his collection? He replied, yes. The zoo sent a cage from Mysore in a lorry, a distance of 87 miles, and Baba was packed off. ठीक है, तो जैसे मैंने बताया, क्यूरेटर का मतलब द पर्सन इन चार्ज होता है ऑफ द जू, एंड फ्रेटिंग मीन्स वरीड, अनहैप्पी, नॉट रिलैक्स्ड. So narrator and his son advised to send Baba to the zoo. When his wife was advised so by the friends too, she agreed, and later was written to zoo in charge to inquire if he would like to keep a bear at the zoo. He affirmed, and then Baba was sent to Mysore Zoo, packed in a cage kept on a lorry. He traveled a distance of 87 miles to reach the zoo. Next. We all missed him greatly, but in a sense we were relieved. My wife was inconsolable, means जैसे उसके ऊपर दुख का पहाड़ गिर गया हो वैसा, मतलब वो रोती ही रहती है और उनको कॉन्सोल नहीं किया जा सकता. She wept and fretted. For the first few days she would not eat a thing. Then she wrote number of letters to the curator. How was Baba? Back come to the replies, well, but threatening. He refuses food as well. So, although everyone missed Baba, but they were relaxed too. The narrator's wife was very much disturbed. She wept and worried about Baba's well being. Initially, she did not eat or drink. She wrote a letter to the zoo in charge to inquire about Baba. He replied that Baba was also undergoing a similar situation like her. Next. After that, friends visiting Mysore were begged to make a point of going to zoo and seeing how Baba was getting along. They reported that he was well but looked very thin and sad. All the keepers at the zoo said he was fretting. Fretting means very much unrelaxed जैसा होता है, not happy, worried. So for 3 months, I managed to restrain my wife from visiting Mysore. Then she said one day, I must see Baba. Either you take me by car or I will go by myself, by bus or train. So I took her by car. So restrain का मतलब होता है stop. ठीक है? So she would ask her friends visiting Mysore to visit Baba and check out on him. Everyone gave a similar report that Baba was fine but appeared thin and sad. The staff at the zoo said that he seemed worried. The narrator restrained his wife from visiting the zoo from 3 months. For 3 months, one day she said that she wanted to see Baba, and if he would not take her, then she would go herself by train or bus. And finally, they went to see Baba at the zoo. Next. Friends had conjectured that the bear would not recognize her. I had thought so too, but while she was yet some yards away from his cage, Baba saw her and recognized her. He howled with happiness. She ran up to him, petted him through the bars, and and he stood on his head in delight. So conjectured means formed an opinion by guessing. So फ्रेंड्स और इनके जो हस्बैंड थे, मतलब नैरेटर थे, उनको ऐसा लगा कि बाबा जो है अब तक तो उसकी वाइफ को भूल चुका था. बट to his amazement, she was few steps away from the cage when Baba saw her and recognized her. He screamed with happiness. She ran up to him, petted him, and Baba was very happy to have her back. Next. For the next 3 hours, she would not leave that cage. She gave him tea, lemonade, cakes, ice cream, and whatnot. Then closing time came and we had to leave. My wife cried bitterly. Baba cried bitterly. Even the hardened curators and the keepers felt depressed. As for me, I had reconciled myself to what I knew was going to happen next. So क्या हुआ? She remained there for 3 hours. She fed Baba different things which were his favorites. As the zoo had to close, they had to leave. The narrator's wife did not want to leave Baba, and both of them cried bitterly. Even the zoo in charge was sad. The narrator was fine because he knew the next step would be to take Baba back along to Bangalore. Yeah. So next paragraph. Oh please sir, she asked the curator, may I have my Baba back? Hesitantly he answered, Madam, he belongs to zoo and it's government property now. I cannot give away it's government property, but if my boss, the superintendent at Bengaluru, agrees, certainly you may have him back. So the wife requested the in charge that she wanted to take Baba back. He replied that beer was government property and that she needed permission from superintendent in Bengaluru. Next. There followed the return journey to Bengaluru and visit to a superintendent's bungalow. a tearful pleading. Baba and I are both threatening for each other. Will you please give him back to me? He was kind-hearted man and consented. Not only that, but he wrote to the curator telling him to lend us a cage for transporting the beer to Bangalore. So, क्या हुआ? Beck went to sorry. They returned to Bengaluru and visited the superintendent at his bungalow. She cried and requested that both of them had been worrying for each other. She requested to have Baba back. The superintendent was a kind hearted man and he accepted her request. He wrote to the zoo in charge to arrange a cage for transporting Baba to Bengaluru. Next. Back we went to Mysore again, armed with superintendents later. Baba was driven into a small cage and hoisted on top of the car. The cage was tied securely and a slow and careful return journey to Bengaluru was accomplished. Hoisted means बांध के रखना, raised by means of ropes or pulleys, and accomplished means complete होना. So they went to Mysore with superintendents later. Baba was put in the cage and the cage was kept on top of the car. It was tied securely and they returned to Bangalore, or you can say Bengaluru. Then once home, a squad of coolies were engaged for special work in our compound. An island was made for Baba. It was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide and was surrounded by a dry pit or moat 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep. A wooden box that once housed Fall was brought and put on the island for Baba to sleep it at night. Straw was placed inside to keep him warm and his baby, the granuled stump, along with his gun, the piece of bamboo, both of which he had been sentimentally preserved since he had been sent away to the zoo, were put back for him to play with. So squad का मतलब क्या होता है? टीम. And gnarled, ठीक है, वर्ड उसका मतलब होता है twisted. So अब क्या हुआ? At their home in Bengaluru, a team of workers was employed to execute some work in backyard. As Baba was full grown bear, he had to keep isolated. So an island which was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide was built. It was surrounded by a dry pit which was 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep. You must have seen similar islands in the zoo where the bears are kept. It was made like this because the bear would not be able to cross the pit over the areas that were inhabited by people, as it could be a threat to them. Things which were used by Baba had been kept securely. These were kept on the island. They were a wooden box which was previously used to keep cocks and hens and would now be used by Baba to sleep in at night. Straw was kept in a box to keep him warm. The piece of wood which Baba cradled like a baby, the stick that he used to point gun, was also placed on island so that he could play with them. Okay, next. In few days, the coolies hoisted the cage onto the island and Baba was released. He was delighted, standing on his hind legs. He pointed his gun and cradled his baby. My wife spent hours sitting on a chair there while he sat on her lap. He was 15 months old and pretty heavy too. So, when the place was ready, the workers placed the cage on the island and Baba was removed from it. He was happy to be free, stood on his back legs, pointed the stick and cradled the piece of wood. The narrator's wife spent many hours with him as he lay in her lap, although he was 15 months old and was quite heavy in weight. And the last paragraph. The way my wife reaches the island and leaves it is interesting. I have tied a rope to the overhanging branch of mango tree with a loop at its end. Putting one foot in the loop, she kicks off with the other to bridge the 6-foot gap that constitutes the width of the surrounding pit. The written journey is made the same way, but who can say now that a sloth bear has no sense of affection, no memory and no individual characteristics? So अब वो वाइफ कहाँ से कैसे मिलने जाती थी वो देखो. The narrator's wife visit Baba frequently and the way in which she reaches and leaves the island is interesting. They have a rope tied to a mango tree with a loop at one end. She would place one foot in the loop and kick off the other. This way, she would flying in the air to cover the 6 foot long distance to reach the island. She would make return trip in the similar way. On seeing the affection shared by Baba and narrator's wife, we can conclude that animals have emotions, they remember people, and all of them have individual qualities like human beings have. So it is written by Kenneth Anderson, and that's the end of our chapter number 9, The Bond of Love. If you have gone through this entire chapter, please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. It is Sanket Purohit from Sanket Group of Coaching. Thank you very much. Bye bye, students.